Morning, this is my ISO builder. The sound will be a little bit less than the other one. The other one has a big microphone. This one is a webcam. So this is not going to be a video for the grand public, so the big public. It's just for the developers, people who want to learn more about Calamares, how to do stuff. And I have to do something, so it's a back office. I'll put it as a title. Back office means it's not for the general Linux public out there. It's just for people who want to learn more about Calamares in this case. So I woke up this morning and I said to myself, I'm gonna change something in the Calamares. We have ArcoLinux Calamares. That's all the configs we have for all our ISOs, 18 ISOs, and some development stuff here. And this is going to be the next one, so the next release. So these two guys we're testing with those particular files, folders, and you can compare these things. And here we have just one net install applications. Here we have several. So ArcoLinux D is going to provide a more educational kind of approach, more compartmental approach, saying, look, what do you want to have? Oh yeah, I would like to have kernels and drivers and that service. That's the second page already. That service, Samba, Bluetooth, yes, no, stuff like that. Third page is going to be already the lights DM, so the display managers, SSDM, GDM, and LXQD, LXDM. And the next one is going to be choose your desktop, right? 15 desktops. Okay, click that one, 2 desktops. And then applications, a bunch of applications. So at this point in time, it's all in one place. Here we have applications, here we have the desktops, here we have the logins, so the lights, DM, etc. And here we have the services. And applications is one big chunk of file. So that's good because I can compare the one we add on here and well, we can compare between the ArcoLinux ISO, which will be also the ArcoLinux B ISOs, right? Or as a result, it's copied. And this is ArcoLinux D guy. So everything that's already on the ISO, we do not show, right? That's the way how you should do it, because if you put it on here and people do not select it, they will get it anyway. So that's a little bit confusing. It's confusing now as well. But we're in contact with Calamares and we'll see what comes out of it. But I'm guessing that's not going to happen. So the general rule is going to be, if it's not, if it's in the list here of Calamares, then it's not on the ISO. So if it's in the list and you want it, you have to click it. Simple as that. So the list means install me more, get me more stuff. So Plank is installed already on ArcoLinux. Plank themes are installed. Screen KeyKit is installed. Variety is installed. Xburn, XFburn, etc. So all the green things should be the things that are not on ArcoLinux D, but are on ArcoLinux flagship. So that's one thing I should check if I forgot anything like that. So tuner is always going to be on ArcoLinux, obviously. Otherwise, we don't have a file manager, right? But it's not here. It can be Nemo, it can be Dolphin, it can be Nautilus, etc. on ArcoLinux D. It's whatever you want. Maybe you like Ranger. Take it. So that's that, so that you know how that works. Net install, right? That's the name, net install applications. Now I was wondering, we're getting more and more LibreOffice and Office stuff, let's say. So why not make a particular page for just the Office applications? And in essence, where are these guys? We've also development here. Development is actually also Office in my eyes, right? Because I don't type anything in Word or Word-like offices. I always work in Atom or Genie or Code, right? Sublime Text. So these guys, development, maybe we call it editors or something. Editor / Office, I don't know. but we should call it something and get these guys out of this file and this guy out of there as well. So we have a separate page. So that's the idea I woke up with. Well, I had yesterday actually. How do we do this? So you have all the data online. You just git clone our, github.com and then ArcoLinux, ArcoLinux / and then this one. That's going to be your URL. And then we go inside the modules. So we have all these net install stuff. Right from here, all net install. So I could create one more. The question is, what name? I have troubles with calling it editors, and I have trouble with calling it Office for Sublime Text, for instance. I want to look for a better name, and why not look for the word productivity? That seems to be okay, but we're gonna put Sublime Text and Atom on there as well. Here they're called developer tools, education and science. I don't want to make another extra page. Well, we could actually make another page, developer tools. I'm gonna gonna do that. I'm gonna make developer tools and office tools. How about that? So 2 extra pages, because I have here a list on the paper here, stuff I need to check out, and indeed if one of 2 or 3 already of these guys, then we have a big list of development pages, so choices. So okay, it's decided. So I'm gonna make 2 extra elements. Now I'm gonna take something that's not too big. This is not too big. I know that from my heart, out of my heart, I say that's by heart. That's it. I know by heart that that's the same. That's not too big. So a very small file. I need to change all that, but I'm gonna copy paste, of course. Control C, Control V. So we have a copy of this one. We need a copy of the configuration file. That's one thing. For the first developer, do we have developer already? No. Every name should be the same. It should be unique, of course. Developer.conf. Okay, so that's one developer. And then I'm gonna take a login YAML. So that's a file with all the data in there. Control C, Control V. Okay. And then we're gonna call that also developer. Now, changing a title doesn't mean you've changed the URL. Always put this guy to Perl. Where are you? Up here, Perl. And then you know what actually is going to work. So this is going to work. So login is no longer correct. Development is the correct word. Development, YAML. Let's get rid of some stuff here. Okay. So net install development required false sidebar login. That's not correct. Sidebar. Right, so we were talking about the development. We're gonna call this, of course, not login, but development to development. So you can actually make these in different languages if you want to. At this point in time, it's not my priority to change anything in any language, but it's possible. So the sidebar, the title, and NL is Dutch, but you could do German and so on and so on. Maybe we'll get there a translation, because you can see here some titles, here's some explanation here. I keep always my explanation, so I just give you as advice, don't get rid of these, because these things do not work, right? So it gets actually deleted. But it does explain from time to time. I'll read it again, till I get it right. So just leave it in. So we have now a net install development YAML. Okay. That's that. And then the other one we need is the developer YAML. So opening my second screen. So this is what we have here. Fine. But the part I want to have is the other one. So, oops, that's not the one I want. Indeed, it's going to be maybe, yeah, I have to think maybe another name is necessary. So, applications, that's the one I needed to open. And in here are the development stuff. So, this one. And I do have the ambition to add more stuff to it. So, it's going to be a longer list. Control X, Control Save, and Control A, delete, Control V. So it has some kind of structure. The guys from Calamares tell us how it should be, what you should use, and you choose your parameters there. Selected, false. If it's selected, it has already a selection hidden. People don't see it. It's just going to be installed anyway. And critical. If it's true and it's not installed, everything crashes. So Calamares stops. So that's a no-go, right? Don't want any crashes. So then install developer YAML, and like I said, some more stuff. Going to be a longer list. So this is going to be a separate page. Now it's not finished, and that's the time. This took time to figure all that out without any tutorials. And then we go to Perl, so the settings conf, and I set it to Perl to check out what is important. And here we have all the instances. So you can launch net install, an instance of a module, and it needs to have a name. Okay, let's take this one. Like so. And we've called it development. The module is net install, always the same, and the configuration file for it is here. Development. No typos allowed. That's a waste of time, typos. So the ID is development, that's okay, and then we have to put it somewhere. So we have net install applications. This sequence is going to be called for, and that's the execution of all the modules. So that's a major part, and that's a major part. So here we still have something to do as a user, right? Net install applications, and it's not going to be an instance for applications. It's going to be the one for development. Okay. Now I have already something called applications development, which gonna be maybe, what's this, right? What if I call this ArcoLinux development? ArcoLinux dev. So we have our own page for us beta testers, core members. If we don't want to go through all the, there I want Sublime Text, and here I want Firefox, and there I want this, and there I want that. So this page is just one click, and we've got Firefox. Well, let's have a look. What do we have with that? But first, let's change the name, because I've just changed it from applications dev. So this guy, applications dev, Control find, Control H. Applications dev should become ArcoLinux dev, right? So the, or Arco dev, doesn't matter. Well, let's call it how it is. It's ArcoLinux dev. So all these references should change. So find all, find, replace. So in here, Okay, find, replace, replace, replace. Done replacing. So I think that's it. We see down here if there are more instances, but I'm afraid I hardly can read it. That's small for me. So we have changed the name. So we're going to call it ArcoLinux Dev. All right, fine. But do think about the rest of about the consequences. So ArcoLinux development, not install this one, should be changed as well. ArcoLinux Dev. And that one as well. So we have now ArcoLinux Dev Conf, which is going to go through to the completely wrong thing. It's not going to ArcoLinux Dev. All right, that's better. Still ArcoLinux Dev, you see. So now it's, I think, a little bit more clear that there is a development configuration, and in sequence I've put it like this. It doesn't matter if you put it like it was, but it's just just for me, so I know that's the sequence, right? Choose your kernel, choose your services, get your login, get your desktop, get your applications, something for development, and something for us, ArcoLinux developers. Okay, so that's the sequence I have here as well. Kernel, the services, the login, the desktop, the applications, the development, and ArcoLinux development. Okay, check. No typos. All right, so that's that. Development. I was thinking, did I do it right? So I want to check. So that's ArcoLinux development. And the other one is developer. Here it says development. And here it says developer. Allez, choose, guy. Developer, development. Okay. Development. Because once you name these things, you're never gonna coming back on it, right? It's gonna be that one. So net install development, right? Fine, whatever. Net install development, YAML, and it's development. Okay, and I'm back up. Let's check here. Development I've used, and here development I've chosen. Okay, so I've chosen now everywhere development. This should do the trick. All right. Development. All right. So that's one thing. The other thing is this Office thing I would like to do. So another page is necessary. So we have in here applications YAML. Let's open it up and let's keep it open because there are lots of Office things in here. Maybe we should just make a different page for it. So I'm going to put you on the second screen. Let's take again the login config. It's a small thing. And let's copy paste. This time it's going to be Office. That's one. And then that guy. That guy. So we have Office conf, which is going to show that there is a net install Office YAML, which is gonna called Office in the sidebar with a sidebar in Dutch Office, a title Office, another title, Office. Save. So net install Office. Fine. Another one down. So this one we need to fill, but let's get first technical. So there's gonna be an office before development, before, after applications, before applications, choices, desktop, applications, before applications, right? So I'm gonna copy paste 3 lines, Control C, and after the desktop I've chosen awesome. You're gonna take a look at the office, where you're gonna install the office packages. Okay, and before, so after desktop and before applications, we're gonna do this one. Choose your office. So LibreOffice, WP Office, OnlyOffice, Calibra, so lots of things. So why not make a different page for it and choose? So that's that. Then we're gonna copy paste. Then we need the Office YAML. So that's the future. Let's put you back here. So this is the future. This is the future Office. So you're out. It's no longer login. It's gonna be accessories, font manager, office. Calligra is Office. This guy is Office. Control X. In that one you can type as much as you want. So Calligra is there. Okay. So that's that. Communication, that's separate. That's good. Conky is there. File managers are there. Fonts are there. Games are there. Kit is there. Graphics is there. Fun is there. Internet deserves actually another page, as you see, but okay, we'll see. So here's LibreOffice. Control X. This is a bunch of lines. Whoom. Save. Office is out of here. Only Office is another one. Like so. Only Office. Scrolling without reading is not a good idea. So password manager, privacy, terminals, themes, USB stuff, utilities, VirtualBox, WPS Office. You come with me. So that's gonna be our choice for the people. Hey, look, here are all the stuff you can use for as an office thing. Now let me see and work also in advance. Scribus. All right, super. So Scribus is just from ArcoLinux, desktop public software. Nice little thing. I've used it. So why not just say to people, hey, do you know Scribus? Get it while it's hot. So Scribus is gonna be there on the next ArcoLinux D and all the ArcoLinux ISOs. This needs to be exact name as up here, right? So no typos allowed, should be correct. And then what it does is sudo pacma -s Scribus. If you've got internet, you got it. So let me strike that from my page. That's done. Keeping track of the progress. Scribus is out. It's been added. Another thing that's interesting to do is Abi Word. That's another one. Abi Word super, just from ArcoLinux. Why do I say super? I don't need to make a package for it. I don't need to make an AUR. If it's coming from AUR, I need to do a lot of work. But if it's not, it's just sudo pacma -s Abi Word. Okay. not S words or something. So we got ourselves another choice. Maybe you like this one after you've tried it. I'll be word this in. Where is my... There it is. That's okay. Let's see if this one is available. Ghostwriter. AOR. More work. What else? That's also one I've used in the past. AOR. And the rest I have on my list. So my to-do list is not writer. So these guys, we can add them and see what it does. But I need to make a package for it. So Ghostwriter, and I am Ghostwriter, correct. Ghost, and there he is. And focus, where are you? There. Okay. Is this what I think it is? Ghostwriter, I think I don't have to test, but the other one, Ghostwriter. I'll just go and have a quick look, quick installation. That's all you need to do. Oops. Seems a bit longer than that. Let's pause here. So that's installed. Ghostwriter, so Ghost. Okay. All right. It's okay. You're in. We have to make some decisions, right? Just can't put the world in our Calamares installer. Some of them we can, others we don't. Now is it one line, two lines, one line, Ghostwriter. And you're out. So Ghostwriter is in. Ghostwriter, we can try that one as well. A Ghostwriter. Ghostwriter is one. Okay, go install. This is gonna be along a back office thing, and some of you say, wow, not interested. So that's cool. Just stop the video, because I had in mind to actually show you as well what I do with these two extra AOR things, and test what I've done a whole day long yesterday, making new scripts to maintain our repo. Ghostwriter, yay, that's the one I remember. And then you type blah, blah, blah. No distraction whatsoever. You have a clean desk, and here's the stuff you need maybe. But just start writing and lay out this later. So that's a cool one as well. So Ghostwriter, and the other one is Ghostwriter. I haven't done that right. Focus, no. So Ghost FG. Alphabetically, you come here. If I change the Ghost into Ghostwriter, that's correct, right? Ghostwriter. So we are starting to get a lot of stuff. This is a page long of software you can decide to install straight from Calamares. So that's cool. it's up to you. It's Linux, free of choice, freedom of choice, right? So that's I think enough. That's the ones I had on the list. So what I'll do now to get this stuff to you guys, let's try that as well. I'll put that in here as well. We have a package built for the third party, but first I'm gonna see where should I put it. Control H. Check out when you build things, it's gonna be in the cache, in Yay. It's gonna take here, put here some stuff. This is your application. No, really? 525 kilobytes? Really? A focus writer? Okay, that's more normal. Megabyte, right? Megabyte. Well, actually, it's this one, 6.2, which is the tar ZST. So that's your executable in Windows. Tar ZST, that's the one again. Click and install, apply. Okay, fine. So it's both of them are small enough, which means I'm gonna put them in the package build of the third party. This is the extra large. This is for the guys who are super big. So all these applications are on there, on the extra large repo. Oh, it means I can get this one here. Now I have this git clone all GitHubs. And all I need to do is add, good place, focus writer, and the other one is called ghostwriter, FG, Eric, FG. So let's keep it so I can find it later. Nope, not that one. That one, ghost, yeah, ghost. Like so, save. And then we're gonna do it like this. 0, git clone all GitHubs. Now all the GitHubs are cloned, except these two. And these two are added, and all the rest is just, hey, it exists, never mind. So we have here ghosts, we have focus, that's new. Now the focus writer, it's the standard package build, right? But I do not have a build file. Copy the file of the build to all the folders. Okay. Done. They all have the same file. So I go to focus writer, I see my build file, and I run it. And I'll try. Let's see when it works. Spend the whole day figuring out how I would manage all these packages. It's gonna build it in Shroot. We definitely need to talk about Shroot. My knowledge is limited, but I'll share whatever I have already, and maybe somebody can share theirs. Because building Shroot, well, was a pain was difficult to figure out, but there are even more difficult things like key signing. That was for me the most daunting experience. But again, right, knowledge, once you've figured it out, you've figured it out. So focus writer has been built, has been signed, it's gone moved, it's already on the repo, but you don't have it yet. I have it already on my third-party repo. Okay, cool. Script works. Fine. Then with the ghostwriter, build as H. Text is no longer correct. Well, yeah, it's correct. Temp build doesn't matter. Text is text, doesn't matter. Code has to be right. So when this is done, this was a very small, or was it the focus writer that was small? Amazed me how it was expressed in kilobytes. Can't believe it. So ghostwriter, both of them are now here in the repo of the third party. We have like so. We have By the way, that's Control Shift 2 that I'm pressing. Ghostwriter is here. 510 kilobytes. Really? Can't believe it. Gonna install it. I do not trust my own builds. It's so little for an application to write stuff. Incredible. Hey, it works. All right. I trust it. So here's 6.1 megabyte. All right, now I'm gonna push this to the internet. So now I'm gonna say, put it on the internet. And suddenly you have Focuswriter and you have Ghostwriter on your systems. Let me put in my password here. Done. Did I stop that prematurely? I was a little bit quick, I think. Just to be sure. Another push. So you'll have it, this application, and you can install it with sudo pacman-s, Focuswriter, Ghostwriter, and that's it. Simple as that. I think I was prematurely. Yeah. Password passed. Okay. Git push done. So that's, in the meantime, something more about what's going on in the backend, back office, right? So our office thing is ready. What's not ready, it's our development thing. So that's the settings, that's the net install for Office. That's the net install for the dev, ArcoLinux dev. We've renamed it, right? ArcoLinux dev. And that's the one for development. So we need to do the development bit, right? We need to do, did I close everything? We need to do the ArcoLinux call in the config in here. We need to do the development YAML, and this one we got. Yeah, I think this one we got, but this one is no, with Sublime Text. This one we need to do. All right. What else is there? There are more packages on the list that we can put in here. Right, so let me think here. Let's pause. I want to check something. Okay, I think everything is okay. So, what are things I use in the Windows world? That's Notepad. I try to explain. Notepad++ is a super thing. There is LeafPad here as well. We could add as well. Notepad is luckily available in community. So let's do Notepad, why not? Right, it's just a choice. LeafPad it is, LeafPad. So LeafPad, you can come with us. It's just a selection. It gets installed anyway. But this guy, Ctrl-Shift-C, is actually a good one on Windows, where I use it to edit MySQL things or PHP things, stuff like that. It gives us a nice syntax. And it's free, of course. That's also something. So Notepad is off the list. What else? Let's do something in between. So yay and pass has nothing to do. That's an AWAR, so I'll do that later. Google Earth is on the list here later as well. So okay, Focuswriter, done that. Everywhere, done that. Ghostwriter, done that. The first. Maybe this one. IntelliJ, I think it's this one. IntelliJ to program an IDE. Oh, what is this again? Development environment, integrated development environment. That sounds good. Something to edit, right? So that's an interesting one to have if you're a developer. Otherwise, you skip this whole bunch of stuff. So that's a one that's cool to have. Okay, you're out. Where are you? That's one. That's cool. PyCharm. Let's see if you can, if you're there. Python, guys. So this is gonna be a how to learn to work with languages and programming in ArcoLinux and Linux. Then you need to have some more of these things. You're in as well. Where is my page? Where's PyCharm? Out. Let's see, this one. JavaScript IDE HTML editor. It's AOR. So I'm gonna go through the same motions I just shown you with Focuswriter and CodesWriter later. I'm gonna try as well this Yay editor. See what we get. There's set. A la carte menu editor, yeah. Just checking if I'm missing something. Yeah, Kate is there. KDE stuff, right? We could edit, but I'm afraid we are going to get a lot of packages in, and we've had that already with Breeze, so not repeating it. Whoa. Who knows in the future? If it's any good, that one, just tell me. Beaver HTML stuff. Bluefish remembers me indeed. I tried out Bluefish years ago. Not in the business of HTML anymore. Everything is CMS, content management system, WordPress, Joomla, Drupal, stuff like that. So code we have, that's that one. Deeping editor, Emacs stuff. Just going through, if something pops up in my eye, say, oh, we missed this one. So LeafPad, look at that. I've changed something here. Some kind of difference. If that's the size. Here's Notepad QQ. Came out of it, that's good. Photo Flare. Quick, simple, but powerful editor inspired by photo filter. But TV does say me something. This I've done at some point. Audio and video projects. Okay, that's why. Latex editor. I think I've installed that one in the past at some point. So here are only Office. You see, these things are on the ArcoLinux repo large because of the fact that we have a package there. And then other stuff. So WebStorm is now in. Master PDF editor are interesting things. Brackets. Whoa, we forgot brackets. We forgot all about brackets. That's not good. Isn't there a brackets bin? I believe there was. But I had issues in the past. But hey, the past is the past. Today is today. And the future. We don't know what the future will bring. Editor beta bin. Let's install this one. That's pretty sure that's development. That's gotta be development. Tux guitar. It's an editor, right? I just took the word editor. But I'm glad I found brackets. Maybe you go know that. One brackets, atom, for me they're quite similar, feel similar. The backend we don't know, right? But it feels as a user pretty much the same. Feelings can be deceptive, but we gotta do with what we have. What is this? Office Code Pro. Anybody know what this is? If it's any good, tell me in the video. Sublime text is here again. Pixeluvo, yeah. No, brackets, cool. Brackets, brackets, brackets. So many. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's why we love Arch. AWAR. So brackets. Let's pin this thing down. Yay, brackets. Because there are more brackets, I hope. Yay. Well, it's out of date. It's okay. I'll tell him. Let me be your helper. And it's actually not out of date, is it? 1.14.2. And it says 1-2. Anyway, I'm gonna take this one because this one is easier to build. It's super fast to build. Let's have a look what brackets is. Doesn't matter if it's working. If the build is working, then it's okay. If it's out of date, it just means, hey, you need to update to the last version. Who cares in the last version? If it works, it works, right? That's all that matters. Versions. If it's 1 month, 2 months ago, if it's 2 years ago, I'll say as well, okay, let's not get that in. So this is the bin version, and even the bin version takes a long time to build. The other one, so binary, the other one will take even longer. So brackets bin. Okay, we can do some work here. Control Shift and C. Let him do his thing up there, and then this guy gets brackets bin. It's an interesting one. A good catch. Good done, Eric. Tapping my shoulder here. Somebody has to. So brackets bin. Fine. Okay, do your thing. Control S. Gonna save that one. I think I'm through. I'm not through, but there are others coming from AWAR. But the video shouldn't be too long. It's already 47 minutes. So what's gonna happen now, right, is I'm gonna put this online. This ArcoLinux D Calamares config. I'm gonna say to the system, just put it online already. More applications during video. Those are going online. So that's that. And then I'm gonna build it, right? So package build, Calamares, ArcoLinux D, make a new version. Always make a new version. There's no excuse. Just avoids terrible frustration. Just number up. Poof. Now I'm gonna build it. Package has been re-downloaded. It's not coming from my PC, it's coming from the internet. I download it, build it, gets a place. It's gonna be in the repo of ISO. So this is everything that I need to get myself an ISO. Putting that one online is done like this. So the Calamares is there. Do check it when you put it online, that you have the correct version there, that you see things going away and things adding, right? Okay, that's that. Now I need to pause the video here because I need to actually push it to the other, seed host. All right, so what we've done is we've pushed, this thing pushes to GitHub, and then I go to another terminal and I push whatever is from on the GitHub to the seed host, because seed host is first, and seed host is where I get my data from at the first line, line when in pacman.d. So it's on there. How can I test it? Well, with a Super F7. You test it, right? Because you have a virtual box. You have the latest ArcoLinux, whatever you have. The latest ArcoLinux. Let's see, choose a disk file. It's going to be shared with the others. So it's going to be in sync here. Shared with the core team. ArcoLinux D, that's the one we need. And then we boot up. It's going to be, of course, on my other screen. Since I have a dual screen, I do it here. Yep, thought as much. Double click here, Control find. Then it's on the right screen. Then you say, Eric, I didn't build it because, hey, how can that Calamares config be online? You just put it there. It can't be on the ISO. It's not. Still, I'm booting. Let's see if we made any typos, because that's the most fun, huh? Analyzing all the typos and all of problems. Why is Calamares not working? Why? So run gparted. Not gonna waste any time with a crash or anything like that. Clean it up. Clean slate when you teach. Clean slate when you eat. Right? Clean everything up. So this is gonna be Calamares and the old configuration. So never mind. I don't need the old configuration. I need a new one. So first my keyboard, then my alias all the way down, back up. I am gonna open up the testing repo. It's not on the testing repo, you say. Correct, it's on the ISO repo. So I change it to ISO, update it, and then the ISO stuff comes in. And there you go, ArcoLinux D Calamares config next git 51. That's the one, and the other one, yeah, it's just an update. I don't need to scale anything. It's in etc Calamares. It's not an etc scale. When I click here, there are two things: the application Calamares, and now a new config. So they're separate. They're not one thing, and that's good. That's how we can do this. So we choose our Linux kernel without or with Linux. I mean with LTS or hard or Zen, and with NVIDIA if you want to. And then we go on, Bluetooth, Samba sound, choose. Login, well, normally take this one. That's always going to be the best one. Okay, whatever, right? And 3, because we want to see this. This is what we made, Office. Okay, Office, choose your Office. Let's check it out. Nice. We've just created this. So these do not need testing. They work. This is a new one. That's a new one. That's a new one. And that's a new one. Okay, next. And here we've not changed anything. Choose your application. Of course, the Office things are gone. We should check that, by the way, if we forgot something. And also, if we didn't forget something, you know what's going on, what's coming in April. And we'll add more to it. And maybe you can have a look at QTalks and stuff like that. Zoom, right, desktop, have a look what it is. Because you're gonna need to learn more. So new stuff here. Let's get cracking. Yeah, I don't know. It's like it has been there forever for me, but you check it out. Lots of terminals. People love their terminals. Choose your terminal. I've had that one. USB. Lots of utilities. Octopi is new. Synapse is new. By the way, I can already add that. That's going to conflict with a XFC application called Catfish. So it's either or. Those two guys will conflict as well. It's either Linux or Linux LTS. So that's cool. Did not select anything. Don't want anything here. It's just all tested. It works. Next. Development. Okay, so we can decide to do something here. Brackets bin. we should check that out, but haven't put that already on the, did I put that already on the repo? No. So that's something I should check out, but let's click it. And you'll see IntelliJ is here, PyCharm is here. That's new. Notepad is also new. LeafPad was also new. And all the rest was there already. So let's see what happens. So next, this is our development stuff. So if we just want to test something out, not related to the software, but we do need something to work with. We need a browser, we need something to edit with, we need a picture to share. Hey, I'm having this, so Flameshot with some text on it. Scrot is there, Melt to compare, searching things. A file manager would be handy. ArcoLinux FCFC Git, because of the fact that it has extras to make Thunar awesome. And on Telegram to say, to chat and to work. So that's our work environment. That's the really minimal that we need. And then it's up to him to do the rest of the stuff. And that's what we have, what happens actually in the backend, right? So it's 56 minutes, it's already 1 hour, almost 1 hour. So let's pause the video here so we can stay under 1 hour. So brackets bin is not installed. Let's do a quick test again. So we have the ArcoLinux package build, third party. We have the extra large. I've seen how big it is. It's going to be the extra large git clone all GitHubs. It's 255 for brackets bin. So that one is brackets. That's here and a slash. So git clone all GitHubs. Go ahead. There's brackets. What happened with the brackets? Brackets is gone again. It was there and it's no longer there. Let's see what happens. Repository not found. Oh yeah, that's a typo I had in that particular thing. So here it works. That one. It needs to come, of course, from ArcoLinux. And that was copy pasting is nice, but copy pasting makes, yep, breaks things. So that does not have to come from ArcoLinux B, it needs to come from ArcoLinux, obviously. Obviously. Move to trash. Whoa. 0. Brackets bin is there. I have to copy paste my file there. All the directories have the same file. Makes it easy. Build. And there we go. Brackets bin is going to be built. Took a while to build it, so again, it's going to be taking a while as well. Would be great actually if we could know how long does it take to build things. Some kind of timer. Building is done in something like that. I know there's the option if you know, if you can find out. I know I can type something in front of it, but just insights. Oops, problems. So could not resolve all dependencies. Build is failed, checked, and so on. Now it means something in the chroot is not possible to get in there. So there's a package missing, and that's the gconf it seems. So in order to solve that, I do not have the knowledge yet to get gconf in our chroot in a scripting manner. So what I do now is say that this particular application is going to be built just the same here with make package. Now in the build, yesterday I've built this, I've changed this thing. I'm gonna say that all of these guys need to be built not in chroot because, well, frankly, it can't be built there with my knowledge, right? So I'm gonna say again 91, like so. And now we have brackets bin, and we're going to build it again. It has a new build file now, and it's yellow. So it's gonna not go make it in struct, but make the package here as we do with Yay. So no issue with gconf anymore because it's installed. And we're building this. It will end here in the extra large repo. We'll have brackets. Let's see what goes on the other end. So that's this one, almost done. Let's prepare ourselves, open in Windows, and this one, and folders root, and this one, and Control H, and this one. You see, I've done it a few times already. Now, the problem is I've made ArcoLinux D so minimal that I have some extra work to do because of you guys. We want to keep ArcoLinux D as bare as we can, but then I have to do these 3 extra steps. Well, we have something to edit it with. So if it's done, it's done. You don't restart because you're a developer and you want to see what's going on. You open this up, Control find, okay, it's Control F, so full screen so I can see this bar here, and then exit, code, double point, space 1, and my 1 is there. So KPM core git, that's okay, since it's not installed KPM core git, but it's there if we want to really quickly change back to it. Where's this application? I'm trying to see where this one's coming from. Brackets bin, here it is. So brackets bin is not installed. It says exit code 1. Sure, we're still building it, right? So that's normal. Find, next one is ADM code, correct, because I have Intel code, so you can't remove it, but I'm just making sure. Plymouth is not installed, so that's okay, that's cool as well. And the next one is Plymouth again, and here is track put, not for us. Plymouth again, KPM core git, again, we're back to the top. So basically all the applications installed except brackets bin. That's the test. That's what you want to know. So let's do that, and we're 1 hour and 3 minutes. It doesn't matter really, as long as you learn from it. That's the only reason why I'm doing all this. Scale, do that first these days, and then sudo system ctl. Enable what? What did you choose? Did you choose SDDM or was it light DDM? Okay. Just if it says create a symlink, then you're fine. Sudo reboot or SR, exit, enter. Let's take a look at all these applications. I was thinking what did I choose? I chose this one. Right. I want something with a menu. Luckily, we have this. And we're installing XFC quickly so we can have a little menu to go into the applications. Life can be simple. Super X, logging out, logging in. So I have a menu. Didn't think about that. So there we are. We have now accessories. LeafPad is there. We've seen that one. Notepad QQ. Let's open them. Let's see how it looks in this one. Pretty much the same. We can choose our stuff here. Okay. What else? Nothing new here. IntelliJ, yeah. I see my students work with this guy. Do not import settings. Okay. I confirm. Continue. Oh my god, don't send. Black, white, black, white, black, white. Choice, choice, always choice. Oh my god. Oh my god. And oh my god. So lots of choices. Plug in and we need to fail sometime. I think it's failed. Restart EDA. So maybe we'll need some more plugins. We'll figure that out. But it's installed. People smarter than me can figure that out. I'm just a stupid little guy. So we have two things here. Maybe that's the reason I'm totally out of my water here. Out of my elements, that's a better expression. All right, so in the deep is also a nice one. I'm in the deep. Anyway, it's all fun and play. You check it out. You are a developer in Python. You check this thing out and so on and so on. As long as it works, then it's okay for me. I don't know all these things. And so on and so on. So they do work. That's the most important thing for me. Scribus, there he is. Scribus, open source desktop publishing. Can't take long. What else? I think we've had it all. All the applications. Ghostwriter, we've seen that one. Focuswriter. So, as you see, we can rely on ArcoLinux. So that everything works, and Focuswriter is the last one, I think. And up here we can say stop, 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 Control Q. I don't think we have anything here. Quick check. System. All right, which leaves me to a lot of work for the Sardi and the Surfen icons to create icons for these guys. All the guys, I think, have around 10 icons to create or something. This is not nice. I want another one. So there you go. Brackets bin, how are you? Brackets bin. Brackets bin is created. Is on the X large. So that's going to be here. Brackets bin. I'm going to make it online. Put it online. So first, I have to make a kind of library. So that's what it's doing now. It's making a library. So Pacman says, oh, there's this application with that number, and it's going to be there. So that's what you're downloading. When you type update, that's the database you're downloading. So it knows what to get where, basically, and what version it has. So that's that. Then I go to FileZilla in this case, because it's that big that I actually do this manually. I could make a rsync, and it's still on my to-do list. But there are always things, right? So the brackets bin, I'm not going to show you guys, but I'm uploading in the second screen. It's going to take a little while here. And then upload this. So I'm uploading the file, that's one thing, and uploading also the databases, that's the other thing. That's the only thing I need to do. And then we're back here. Control F, F12, update, and the databases come in from the extra large. That's an update. Sudo pacman s brackets bin. And there we go. Brackets bin can be installed on ArcoLinux. So that one is also possible out of the box. Nice. Great. No problems, no issues. Why do they do that already? Always this thing, eh? Putting you to the internet. No need to do that. All right, brackets is in, and I hope this explains something for the developers of, well, Kali or their own distro or a spin-off for ArcoLinux B. It's all good for me. Knowledge is there to be shared. And if you want to share something with me, say, hey, I've seen something that's better, or add more applications to our ArcoLinux D, that's fine as well. So put it under the video on YouTube and I'll see. All right, cheers.